mrecktv.
Uncle Ron, who's now, being spoken about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a couple other people and shit. So it's not really your job to come out here and exposing people's personal. If Beyonce getting high, that's her business. That's not exposure to me. If she putting on a strap on and tearing Jay back out, that's not exposure to me.
Peace, worlds. MREC for mrecktv. We got an interesting clip right here. Jay-Z, ex-big homie, Dehaven, addresses Uncle Ron, former bodyguard for Jay-Z and Beyonce, motives and why he exposing them. Hit that like, hit that bell, hit the subscribe. Watch this clip and let's vibe.
Okay. Gangster in the building. What up? Late by 7 minutes. I knew you was gonna say that. And I'm gonna tell you. Yo, trying to the hard work that we have to do to keep this shit going. I ain't gonna lie. It seems like it's never enough hours in a day. Yo, shout out Chuck, what up? And that's another reason what made me get on this live too. I see you, dog. Shout out to Chuck, my peoples in B-More. You ready to see what I'm rocking tonight. See City of Gods, man. I see y'all at the end of the month for CIAA. That shit gonna be crazy. So shout out to City of Gods. You already know what I'm wearing. And my peoples and my family, the whole powered by J Lee, Box Check, everybody. Y'all already know we going on the first year anniversary since last year. So shout out to everybody, man. I don't want to get gangster tight, man, because she said the shout outs got to stop and get to the point. I was supposed to be over there at OG Certified, right? I had a story for that tonight, but I got delayed, and I wanted to do this. So I'm just rescheduling for tomorrow. Don't miss that. Tomorrow, I'm going over there. We talking about hustling out of town. Like what it takes to hustle out of town. So all my guys, all my hustlers that was getting money out of town and shit, you might want to tune into that. You know what I'm saying? What it really take to hustle out of town that you built for that shit. And when I say out of town, I mean other cities, period. So I'm going to tell you my experiences and shit. So tune in over there tomorrow night. That shit going to be dope. And I'm going to talk about, when I say OT, I mean all North Carolina, y'all need to tune in. Because the spots I'm going to sit there and talk about in North Carolina, y'all going to be like, nah, this nigga was there. So tune into that tomorrow. So fast forward, because I don't want to keep you up all night. So this is what kind of been on my mind all day today. Because this morning when I get up, I check my emails, my DMs, I look at, see what's going on, see what's trending. So when I see what's trending, all I see is exposed. Tonight's topic is going to be about exposed. So as I'm browsing through YouTube, just browsing through, all I see is exposed. This one exposing, this one exposing this one, this one exposing this one. Shout out to Uncle Ron, who's now, being spoken about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a couple other people and shit. And I listened to, some of the stuff he had said. You know what I mean? Just, and something stuck out hard that he said. It made so much sense, and that's why I have respect for him and shit, right? So he said something like, a lot of people asking why he come out now and saying this stuff, exposing, Beyonce, exposing Jay, Beyonce, And he said, well, while he was around it and he didn't say anything, because he had a family to take care. He got a mouths to feed. And, he said, in other words, I'm going to sacrifice what I see for now. You know what I'm saying? Until I get in a better position to be outspoken, I guess, to where you at right now. That shit made sense to me about what, people could be in that position. Be like, man, listen, I got to deal with this for the time being because I got mouths to feed and that shit is official. And then I thought about other people exposing other people and other people. Then I thought about me when it comes to exposed, right? I done it back then. The Jay-Z exposed. I don't know if y'all even understand when I tell you. If you Google that, Jay-Z exposed, number one, you see the millions and millions of views and the millions of views that I got behind that. That's why I tell y'all, when it comes to this shit, I'm not new to this. But I'm going to stay to the topic of exposed. So when I did it, right, my exposed was more behind feelings. Get what I'm saying? My shit was emotional and feelings and hurt and all that shit. So that's what my Jay-Z exposed, why my outburst was, because, you know what I'm saying, I was emotional about it. Shout out to H, one of the realest niggas on the Eastern Shore, Salisbury, because he was the man behind that Jay-Z exposed. They really pushed me. He really pushed me to do that. So shout out to H, man. Real down to earth nigga, man. When I say down to earth, two men of integrity, like integrity for real. That, you know what I'm saying? That he one of them guys now that's still left with, principles and straight morals and shit. And I mean, and I try to tell him now that this shit here, you know what I'm saying? Just calm down. Anyway, so shout out to H for that. So, but what the objective was and why I did it, it wasn't behind no money. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't behind no money and where we are today. The bigger the expose, the bigger the numbers, the bigger the check. You feel what I'm saying? That's where we at now. You feel me? And that wasn't what I was there for. That wasn't what I was behind. You know what I'm saying? Mine was, like I said, was like more emotional hurt and pain. Because if it was about money, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, because I'll be where I, in a different situation, a different position. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing what it was done for, it was a message to Jay. You understand? It was a message to Jay. It was some way that I can reach out to him and let him know, him and his family know how I felt about how they done me and my family. That's what my exposed Jay-Z was all about. You understand? It wasn't about no money. It wasn't about none of that. People say now, so what is it now? It's about money. Nah, it's still, nothing has changed with my story. It's just that I'm just telling the story of my life now. And if y'all think I exposed Jay, Honestly, really, you know, it's just something, it could be me because I can't say men, but if I wanted to expose him, I would have done that a long time ago, and I would be doing that now. It's just certain shit that I'm not gonna say is that you can't make me say because it's just my morals won't let me do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've said things now deep in my book. I said things that I have not said before, and y'all would think it's shocking, but it's in the book because I explain to you why I'm saying it. So when I talk about the book, look for that book this summer. You understand? So I explain to you, you know what I mean, why I've said this and why, it'll make sense. But I have never, it's things that I would never say. And it's things I'm sure that he has never said. So it ain't that serious, man, when it comes to exposure. You know what I'm saying? It's either you're exposing someone for some money, you exposing someone for hits and likes or whatever it may be, or what would be the fact that you're exposing someone? And what is your meaning of expose? You know what I'm saying? My meaning of exposing someone is a crime is almost as like a crime has to be committed. A crime has to be, that's exposing. A crime has to be, a crime has to be committed. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself is not, I don't take, if Beyonce getting high, that's her business. That's not exposure to me. If she putting on a strap on and tearing Jay back out, that's not exposure to me. Because that's their business, that's their personal business, and that's not a crime. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on nobody for whatever content that they putting out there or exposing who. I'm telling you, this is my interpretation of exposure. So now when you look on YouTube, everybody's exposing. It's for the bigger the exposure, the bigger the numbers, the bigger the check. That's what it's all about. You know, that shit is crazy now. You know what I mean? What this internet has come to with exposing and secrets is to a point now you have to be careful what you do, who you talk to, and everything now. You can't, it's like almost, you can't trust anyone. You know what I'm saying? I have learned to process in my head that like, trying to expose Jay for what he did, this and that and the third to me, cool, this, that, and the third. But I learned to realize that if I wanted, I can't be the one to punish him. You understand? I just had to leave that in God's hand or in karma. You know what I'm saying? I believe in karma. So these secrets that these people have done stuff to people and, you know what I'm saying, violated people and this and that and the third. And, you know, if it's not a crime, trust me, it'll come back on them. You know, you spend a lot of time trying to expose someone, and for whatever reasons you might have, if it's not a crime, it's personal to me. And I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool on no celebrity status. But if they're not hurting anyone and it's not a crime, man, it's not exposure to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so twisted and out here with this. Y'all not even, you know what? Expose these politicians. That's exposure to me. Expose these politicians for promising us shit that we ain't gonna get. Expose these politicians. Expose the people that need to be exposed. Other than this is all personal shit, personal business. There's not no crime here. It's a crime that these politicians tell us one thing and taking our money and stealing our shit, you know what I'm saying, and all kinds of shit behind our back. Those are crimes being committed. And y'all wasting time exposing people personal shit. I'm just speaking on the fact on how I get down, and that's not what my Jay-Z was exposed was about. That wasn't what my outburst was about. Like I said, it was just a message that I wanted Jay to get. And it didn't have no money value in it. That was just all feelings. So when I look at y'all now, man, and y'all feel like y'all gonna come up off the next man and expose the next person's business and, you know, whatever. If it ain't a crime, man, it's not exposure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just had to get that off my chest because it's just, this internet world is it's extorting people for their secrets that they're going to have to answer to somebody at the end of the day. So it's not really your job to come out here and exposing people's personal shit. That's going to come out anyway. Just like that whole industry. This might be Jay's karma. Everybody on his back. This might be his karma. But it wasn't my job to, you know what I'm saying, to bring him down. That wasn't my intentions at all. To bring him down, make him lose money or get him hurt. It wasn't my intentions. So I just wanted to get that message out, man. And maybe y'all think about it before y'all run and tell somebody's business. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for no reason, for clout, for likes or hits or numbers and shit, for a check from YouTube. That shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting. So I would appreciate it if y'all expose me for this live tonight that I've done. Expose me. You know what I'm saying? Run with that information today. And as like I said, I ain't gonna hold you tonight. That's just been weighing on me all day with the exposure shit. And I had to think about it, like where was I at with that, and is it the same what they doing and what I done and shit? And it just seemed like everybody's doing it. I wish y'all could pull back the comments when I first did it. This is not what niggas do. Go on the internet. This is not what niggas, this is not. If y'all could go back there on those millions of comments, millions of comments telling me this is not what you do. This is exposed. And I didn't expose anything other than just really what's going on in my life and what I talk about now. Because like I said, I ain't exposed shit. Melly, that's nothing. I didn't tell any of his personal shit. I ain't say nothing personal. Oh, man. So, like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all tonight. Don't forget, shout out to all my peoples that fuck with me, man, because so many people mess with me, man, and I appreciate the love. And it's just been glorious for me, you know what I mean? One day at a time. I'm not gonna stay on here gangster. I'm trying to figure out all my shout out. Shout out Industry Labs. I know you in the building. Shout out to my producer. He's usually asleep at this time, just like we are. I am. Other than that, stay with me. Marcy Made for life. Keep sharing Marcy Made, man, because that's vital. You know what I'm saying? That's vital. That's gonna keep me on the air. And come on over to don't forget, when you get off this live, get over there to OG Certified tomorrow. Like I said, the topic gonna be like hustling out of town, what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Only real niggas know what it takes and on how to hustle out of town and how to move, because not everybody was successful with that. And I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a lot of rest in pieces on this conversation tomorrow. I got for niggas that tried to do it certain ways. So, shout out to everybody that followed me tonight. Don't forget, OG Certified right after this live. Share that, Tubi. Shout out to Tubi. We still rocking. They still treating us good over there. Shout out Amazon. Just keep sharing Marcy Made, man, documentary. I appreciate it. And I'm out, man. Good night.
mrecktv.